Remember the 90s when Thursday nights meant Jerry, George, Elaine, and Kramer? Seinfeld, the show about nothing, stole our hearts with its quirky humor. It's been 36 years since 1989, and we're feeling nostalgic. Where are those iconic stars now in 2025? Join us as we revisit the laughs and catch up with the cast. From Jerry's stand-up to Kramer's wild antics, let's dive into their lives, then and now. Stay tuned. Number 1. In 1989, at 35, Jerry Seinfeld brought his stand-up persona to TV, playing a comedian navigating life's quirks in NYC. His observational humor, from soup Nazi clashes to parking garage mishaps, made Seinfeld a cultural touchstone. Post-show, he created Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, voiced Barry in B-Movie, and toured globally. In 2025, at 71, Jerry remains a comedy icon, performing stand-up and teasing new Seinfeld-related projects, keeping fans nostalgic for the 90s. Number 2. At 28, Julia Louis-Dreyfus played Elaine Bennis, Jerry's witty friend whose bad dance moves and dating fiascos were unforgettable. Her Emmy-winning role launched a stellar career. She won 6 Emmys for Veep and joined Marvel's Thunderbolts as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. In 2025, at 64, Julia continues to shine, starring in films like You Hurt My Feelings and Tuesday, and hosting her award-winning podcast, Wiser Than Me. Number 3. At 30, Jason Alexander portrayed George Costanza, Jerry's neurotic best friend whose failed schemes and Serenity Now outbursts defined Seinfeld's humor. He earned 7 Emmy nominations. Post-Seinfeld, he starred in Curb Your Enthusiasm, Young Sheldon, and Broadway's The Producers. In 2025, at 66, Jason remains active, directing plays like The Cottage and appearing in guest roles, keeping George's legacy alive. Number 4. At 40, Michael Richards brought Cosmo Kramer to life, Jerry's eccentric neighbor with wild hair and zany schemes. His physical comedy earned 3 Emmys. After Seinfeld, he starred in the short-lived The Michael Richards Show and appeared in Curb Your Enthusiasm. In 2025, at 76, Michael has largely retired, focusing on painting and occasional public appearances, cherishing his Kramer days. Number 5. At 34, Wayne Knight played Newman, Jerry's postal worker nemesis, whose Hello Newman became iconic. His scheming added humor to the show. Post-Seinfeld, he starred in Third Rock from the Sun, The X's, and voiced Al in Toy Story 2. In 2025, at 71, Wayne continues acting, with recent roles in Narcos and Young Sheldon, keeping his comedic spark alive. Number 6. At 62, Jerry Stiller played Frank Costanza, George's loud father, famous for Festivus and Serenity Now. His performance was a comedic gem. Post-Seinfeld, he starred as Arthur Spooner in The King of Queens and appeared in son Ben Stiller's films like Zoolander. Jerry passed away on May 11, 2020 at 92 from natural causes, leaving a lasting comedy legacy. Number 7. At 61, Estelle Harris portrayed Estelle Costanza, George's shrill mother, known for No Hugging, No Learning. Her dynamic with Jerry Stiller was electric. After Seinfeld, she voiced Mrs. Potato Head in Toy Story and starred in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Estelle passed away on April 2, 2022 at 93 from natural causes, remembered for her vibrant roles. Number 8. At 60, Liz Sheridan played Helen Seinfeld, Jerry's warm mother, often seen in Florida episodes. Her supportive nature balanced the show's chaos. Post-Seinfeld, she appeared in AF and wrote a memoir about her romance with James Dean. Liz passed away on April 15, 2022 at 93 from natural causes, leaving a legacy of heartfelt performances. Number 9. At 66, Barney Martin played Morty Seinfeld, Jerry's frugal father, whose Florida antics added humor. His chemistry with Liz Sheridan was charming. Before and after Seinfeld, he appeared in The Producers and Arthur. Barney passed away on March 21, 2005 at 82 from cancer, remembered for his comedic and dramatic roles. Number 10. At 40, John O'Hurley played Jay Peterman, Elaine's eccentric boss whose wild travel stories captivated audiences. Post-Seinfeld, he hosted Family Feud, won Dancing with the Stars, and starred in Broadway's Spamalot. In 2025, at 71, John remains active, performing in theater and voicing characters in Disney projects. Number 11. At 68, Len Lesser became Uncle Leo on Seinfeld, Jerry's uncle, famous for his unexpected appearances and catchphrase, "Hello, Jerry?" His quirky charm made him a fan favorite. After Seinfeld, Len appeared in Everybody Loves Raymond and Kelly's Heroes. Len passed away on February 16, 2011, at 88, from pneumonia related to cancer. His extensive career and memorable portrayal of Uncle Leo left an indelible mark on television history. Number 12, at 64, Richard Hurd played Matt Wilhelm, George's stern boss at Kruger Industrial Smoothing. His authority added humor to George's workplace antics. Post-Seinfeld, he appeared in Star Trek Voyager and Get Out. Richard passed away on May 26, 2020, at 87, from colorectal cancer, remembered for his versatile roles. Number 13, at 30, Patrick Warburton played David Putty, Elaine's laid-back boyfriend and sob salesman, known for his deep voice and quirky charm. Post-Seinfeld, he starred in The Tick, Rules of Engagement, and voiced Joe Swanson in Family Guy. In 2025, at 61, Patrick continues acting in a series of unfortunate events. Number 14, at 26, Heidi Swedberg played Susan Ross, George's fiancée on Seinfeld, whose untimely death from toxic wedding invitations became one of the show's most memorable moments. Post-Seinfeld, Heidi appeared in Galaxy Quest and Dragonfly and pursued music with the Suki Jump Band. In 2025, at 59, Heidi balances acting and music, delighting fans with her talents. Her role as Susan Ross remains a highlight of her career. Number 15. At 50, Ruth Cohen portrayed Ruthie Cohen, the cashier at Monk's Cafe on Seinfeld, appearing in numerous episodes as a familiar face. Her subtle presence added authenticity to the diner scenes. Post-Seinfeld, Ruth had minor roles in The Golden Girls and Roseanne. Ruth passed away on August 23, 2008, at 78 from a heart attack. Her contributions to Seinfeld are cherished by fans who remember her as an integral part of the show's setting. Number 16. At 40, Peggy Lane played an office worker in a Seinfeld episode, contributing to the show's workplace humor. She also served as Julia Louis-Dreyfus's stand-in for several years. Post-Seinfeld, Peggy appeared in King of Queens and Will and Grace, and created Donna on the Go. In 2025, at 64, Peggy remains active in the industry, though specific current projects are not widely documented. Her work behind the scenes and on-screen has been valuable. Number 17. At 49, Richard Fancy played Mr. Lipman, Elaine's no-nonsense boss at Pendant Publishing on Seinfeld, known for his "That's a Deal Breaker" line. Post-Seinfeld, Richard appeared in Boston Legal, General Hospital, and Nixon. In 2025, at 82, Richard is semi-retired, but occasionally takes on small roles. His portrayal of Mr. Lipman remains a highlight for Seinfeld fans. Number 18. At 34, Lauren Bowles played a waitress in a Seinfeld episode, enhancing the show's diner scenes. As Julia Louis-Dreyfus's half-sister, she has a personal connection to the series. Post-Seinfeld, Lauren starred in True Blood, Ghost World, and The Heartbreak Kid. In 2025, at 55, Lauren continues acting, with recent roles in Castle Rock and upcoming projects like The Hunting Wives. Her performances showcase her range and talent. Number 19. At 60, Ian Abercrombie played Justin Pitt, Elaine's quirky boss on Seinfeld, whose odd requests and British accent added humor. Post-Seinfeld, Ian voiced Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and appeared in Desperate Housewives. Ian passed away on January 26, 2012, at 77 from a heart attack. His distinctive voice and acting skills are fondly remembered by fans of both Seinfeld and Star Wars. Number 20. At 36, Steve Hytner played Kenny Bonilla, a fellow comedian on Seinfeld whose catchphrase, "It's the best," annoyed Jerry. Post-Seinfeld, Steve appeared in Curb Your Enthusiasm, Modern Family, and 2.5 Men. In 2025, at 66, Steve continues acting and performing stand-up comedy. His portrayal of Banya remains a favorite among Seinfeld fans. Number 21. At 31, Danny Woodburn played Mickey Abbott, Kramer's little person friend with a fiery temper on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Danny starred in Bones as Judd Sachs and Crash and Bernstein as Wyatt. In 2025, at 61, Danny continues acting in The Witcher and Anthem of a Teenage Prophet, while also advocating for disability rights. His talent and activism make him a respected figure. Number 22. At 47, Bob Balaban played Russell Dalrymple, an NBC executive with a crush on Elaine on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Bob starred in Gosford Park, A Mighty Wind, and the Grand Budapest Hotel. In 2025, at 80, Bob continues acting in Severance and Fantasy Life. His work spans film, television, and theater, earning him critical acclaim. Number 23. At 39, Bryan Cranston played Tim Whatley, Jerry's dentist with questionable ethics on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Bryan became internationally famous for Breaking Bad, winning multiple Emmys. He also starred in Your Honor and Asteroid City. In 2025, at 69, Bryan remains a Hollywood heavyweight, with upcoming projects including Broadway's All My Sons and potential involvement in a Malcolm in the Middle reboot. Number 24. At 42, Peter Crombie played Crazy Joe Davola, Jerry's menacing stalker on Seinfeld. His intense performance left a lasting impression. Post-Seinfeld, Peter appeared in House of Frankenstein and Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. Peter passed away on January 10, 2024, at 71 from an intestinal illness. His portrayal of Davola remains one of Seinfeld's most chilling characters. Number 26, at 65, Warren Frost played Henry Ross, Susan's father on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Warren starred as Dr. Will Hayward in Twin Peaks and appeared in The Stand. Warren passed away on February 17, 2017, at 91 from natural causes. His distinguished career included many notable roles in television and film. Number 26, at 36, Phil Morris played Jackie Chills, Kramer's flamboyant lawyer on Seinfeld, inspired by Johnny Cochran. Post-Seinfeld, Phil starred as Martian Manhunter in Smallville and appeared in Doom Patrol. In 2025, at 66, Phil continues acting in Bosch, Legacy, and The Neighborhood. His dynamic performances have earned him a dedicated fan base. Number 27. At 51, Grace Zabriskie played Mrs. Ross, Susan's mother, on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Grace starred as Sarah Palmer in Twin Peaks and appeared in Big Love. In 2025, at 84, Grace continues acting in Ray Donovan and The Grudge. Her distinctive voice and acting style have made her a beloved figure. Number 28. At 47, Daniel von Bargen played Kruger, George's quirky boss on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Daniel appeared in Malcolm in the Middle and Super Troopers. Daniel passed away on March 1, 2015, at 64 from diabetes complications. His memorable portrayal of Kruger added humor to George's workplace woes. Number 29. At 35, Brenda Strong played Sue Ellen Mischke, the braless heiress who caught Jerry's eye on Seinfeld. Post-Seinfeld, Brenda starred as Mary Alice Young in Desperate Housewives and Ann Ewing in Dallas. In 2025, at 65, Brenda continues acting in The 100 and Supergirl. Her versatile performances have earned her critical acclaim. Thanks for watching. See you next time.